I'm principal at Community Partnership Middle School. CPCS is a small school. We've been serving the community for 21 years now. We just turned 21. A school is nothing without the people. And it's my job to make sure that we have the best people here to serve your students. Our teachers have moved kids academically 3 years in 1 year's time, and that is incredible. That is extraordinary. That is something that is worth paying attention to. It's something that is noteworthy. And we love your children as if they were our own. We honestly do. We send our own children to CPCS because we believe in this school. We hire people who are aligned to the same vision. People who love middle school specifically and love children and come with years of expertise and experience in teaching your kids, and people who want to be there, right? People who find joy in coming into work in the morning and seeing your children. Our kids are funny. They are so smart. They're beautiful. They're playful, they're insightful, they think about the world around them in ways that gives me hope for our future. They're brave, they're resilient, they work really hard. I mean, I've stayed at CPCS for close to a decade because while I know there are other children in the world and I've taught other children, there aren't any other children like the children of CPCS. I say sometimes, CPCS is my home and these are my children, but I mean it. I've been around CPCS long enough to see our graduates go on to the best high schools, to see them go on to the best colleges, to have the privilege of writing letters of recommendation and helping kids pick out which colleges they want to go to. And then I've seen them become young adults. We have one of my first CPCS babies, Mr. Baby. He went to CPCS kindergarten through 8th grade and then graduated and went off to fulfill the rest of his dreams. And then he came back to CPCS last year, and he's a full-time employee with us. The kids absolutely adore him. It doesn't hurt that he likes to play basketball with them, but he's wonderful, and it's great to see that come full circle. He's not my baby anymore. I think a lot of schools across the United States create a formula and then they try to make the children fit into their formula. Except children are not learning robots. They are not all the same. They are different, and they have different needs, and they have different likes, and they have different ways of learning. And so for us, learning is deeply personalized and deeply individualized, no matter where your child is. If they come into our school performing below grade level, above grade level, right on grade level, anywhere in between, we tailor our instruction for where your child is. I'm proud to say that through my career as principal, I can count on one hand the number of suspensions that I've given out to students. That's not because we're faking numbers, that's not because we're suspending but calling it something else, that's not because we're allowing misbehavior to slide. I have high expectations for all of our students, but high expectations for me does not look like everyone sitting there with their hands folded and doing this and doing that and turning, and that isn't high expectations in my mind. High expectations is that every child is bettering themselves each and every single day. And in middle school, talking about 13-year-olds, right? They're going through a lot in middle school. Their bodies are changing, the world around them is changing, they're starting to question their friendships, their relationships, they're starting to have love interests, they're changing in middle school. And I think the best of schools can serve children and help support them through that. And it's okay to have whatever emotion it is that you're feeling, whether you're on the basketball court and you feel like somebody did something disrespectful, it's okay to be angry. But it's how we then respond with that anger, it's how we manage that anger that makes a difference, right? Because It's okay to be angry, but it's not okay to then punch somebody in the face because you're angry at them, right? And I say to the kids all the time, like, well, we are not about that life here. We just don't do that here, period. That's it. We just don't do that. And I think the most important piece of all is that the adults and the children have strong enough relationships that the children understand the weight of those words, right? Children, especially of middle school age, might act impulsively from time to time. Their brains aren't fully developed yet. They don't think through the consequences of their actions before they take their actions. That's normal for all middle schoolers. But I really work to hire teachers and to hire staff members who are middle school educators, right? Sometimes you might think a teacher is a teacher. It doesn't matter which grade level they come from, but it matters. We've been tremendously successful in this approach at our school, and my goal is always that the kids are happy, that they're safe, and that they're learning. I'm really going to be speaking about Ms. Ashley Peters, who is our Director of After School and Community Partnerships. Ms. Peters has been with the school for 6 or 7 years now, and she will stop at nothing to provide the best of opportunities for our kids, not just in quantity, but in quality. Last year we had snowboarding, and the kids who were in snowboarding class, they attend a full day of school, and then on Wednesday evenings, we drive out to the mountains in New Jersey, and they have professional snowboarding lessons with an instructor. People might look at experiences like snowboarding class, like all of our dance class offerings, like our vocal classes, like our coding, chess, the Pretty Brown Girls Club. They might look at these offerings and they might say, oh, well, that's just fun. And I would argue that's incorrect. It's not just about fun. This is learning, right? Test scores and textbooks, those are important as well. But for middle schoolers especially, they are exploring who they are. They're exploring different interests. They're figuring out where they want to go to high school, where they want to go to college. What do they like? Do they still like the same things that they liked in elementary school? Or are they into different things now? There's something special about our kids. There's something special about our community. And I wouldn't trade it for anything in the world.